File Test 10. Listening 1. 1.
When I arrived at the conference centre, a security guard asked, "Are you here to give the presentation?" I said yes, so he led me along a corridor to a large door. He said, "Just go in, they're ready." Well, I'd been expecting a small audience of 20 to 30 people, but when I stepped through the door, I found myself in a huge theatre with an audience of at least 120. When I started my speech, they all looked bewildered. They had been expecting a presentation on health, not climate change. I was definitely in the wrong place.
2.
I'd been preparing for weeks and I was really ready to give that speech. So finally the moment came. I walked onto the stage and started speaking. But suddenly there was this incredibly loud noise. I realised the fire alarm was going off. Well, that was it. We all had to go and stand outside until they checked the building to make sure it was safe. I got to finish the speech later, but my enthusiasm for it had vanished.
3.
Well, I'm a professional speaker now, and I think I'm pretty good at what I do. But when I started out, I did get a little nervous. My presentation coach watched my first official speech and gave me feedback. She told me the content of my speech was fine, but if I didn't stand still, I'd make my audience dizzy.
4.
Before I started my talk, the host had given me a glass of water. The whole time I was speaking, I was worrying about accidentally knocking it over. I couldn't concentrate on what I was saying. So I decided the best thing to do was just drink all the water to empty the glass. Well, what a mistake. I started coughing uncontrollably. It was so embarrassing.
5.
I prepared really well, and my slides, well, they were amazing. I had all sorts of clever graphs and tables of statistics to share with my audience, but I shouldn't have relied on them so much. The projector stopped working and I had to do the presentation without them. I was really disappointed.